who should you avoid in the cigar world? Which brands and cigar makers should you stay away from? This is something that after 10 years in cigars, I've worked with most of the cigar makers out there, and I can tell you with no uncertainty that it works exactly like this. At the elite level of cigar making, where most of these heritage cigar makers are, these are people who have been around 10, typically more like 20 years. They've stood the test of time, and you more or less expect to see them when you walk into a cigar shop. And I'm going to mention specific brand names. These are brands like Perdomo and Oliva and Arturo Fuente and Padron, and there are lots of other brands in this category. But at the level those guys are operating, you really can't be bad at this and make it. So, like, as far as the really established cigar brands, there aren't any that I'm like, no, avoid that brand because they don't do a good job. If they didn't do a good job, they would have been gone years ago. In reality, today, the average new cigar brand that starts out lasts less than 2 years before they end up folding up and walking away. Even beyond that, there are brands that stand the test of time a little bit further, but if they're not exceedingly good, not just at the cigar making part, but at the whole business of cigars, in many cases, you'll see these brands sort of like wash away into non-existence. You just forget they were even there, and then one day you see that they're still making cigars and you go, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about them. So it's not really that I need to point you, like steer you away from particular brands, as much as I can tell you, when you go into a cigar shop and find brands that you generally find at different shops, this often shows you that these are established brands, and it still doesn't mean that that brand is the right one for you. The trick is to find a cigar maker whose blending philosophy and the types of flavors in their cigars are the thing that ignites your palate, whether they're like the most amazing cigar maker or not. If you find that brand, that's a good thing. At the same time, if a brand is not good, doesn't do a good job, and doesn't get the cigar world, you can count on the industry weeding them out. We have got more competition in this industry than we have had in like 100 years today. And so, in order to do this, you got to be good with it. Having good cigars is a prerequisite of being a cigar maker in this industry today. So, I say that for the aficionado that wants to grow, they're pretty safe to work around the humidor, try different things, and land on stuff that you like, and then try other things from that cigar manufacturer. But what about you guys? Who are the cigar makers you find most reliable in this industry? The ones you would say, I would get behind this brand? Drop it in the comments.